lucky to have these ladies here with us today. Over our conversations in the past few months, in the past couple of weeks, one of the things that we've all talked about is that in terms of developing an Indigenous employment strategy, there are no answers. No one has the right answers, if you like. It's one of those conversations, and that's what we're really wanting to have today, where you can sit around a table with people and you can go around lots of different topics when it comes down to developing your Indigenous employment strategy. One thing is that all of our panellists here today are here for the long term.
I've been with WPC Group now in the ShakeaLeg unit for about two years. My role is to find, first of all, the employees or the candidates, to really learn with them. So they're coming into my office and they sit there with me for about 4 weeks and I get to know them. I know their background, I know a little bit about their family. I'm a bit sneaky, I bring the families in sometimes too, because they're the ones that's going to motivate them when they're feeling down. I also get to know whether what they really want is what they get. Mm-hmm. So I don't want, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but they may come to us thinking that they want a certain or they've been guided to want a certain job career, and that's not what they want. So my experience is to find out really what they want, to find the employer that fits them. I'm not going to be putting a young girl out there with a big burly man that has got a heart of gold, but he's very loud, because she won't last. So it's about fitting them. It's about knowing the supervisors that are on the job and what their strategy is once they get a trainee in. Then after that, it's all about mentoring and then guiding them through. Obviously, the first 6 weeks is the most.
Got a big title, Business Improvement Manager, but he's worked in paint and horticulture. We've got young families, a dad and 2 sons that work in Newcastle. It's about finding the right fit for the young person themselves, their family and their community, and working with our partners to find and provide the appropriate support as well. So making sure that we do have external mentors in place and buddies on site as well to help the young person get used to what could be their first job.
Sometimes there is a culture of fear within HR that they just feel that it's too hard. And I think with Melissa, you've been able to get out and about and educate yourself. How did you break down that fear within your HR department?
I guess the key really is around cultural awareness training, and we've spent a lot of time with a number of people, invited our partners in to come and look around our workplace, get to know us, and we've been out as well to get to know people in community as well. So it's about talking and getting out and building relationships and making new friends.
It really is, it's very similar to the way they fear you when you're sitting on the other side of an interview table. I just said they've probably just come in the morning, the kids have played up, the car's broken down, they've had the traffic slowed them down. The same as your fears, they have the same fears about you. So we need to break that down, because these kids, when they go to interviews or expectations from you guys, we're missing it somewhere there. You guys don't really need to fear that. What you need to do is just be yourselves. If you are good people, they're going to see that in you anyhow. If you want this and they can see that in you, you're going to get everything you can out of them. And
the fear comes from the unknown, and I think a lot of the fear of the people that I've worked with within the organisation is the fear of offending or the fear of doing the wrong thing. And if you're a good person and you're wanting to support someone, it doesn't matter where they come from. And the thing is that I say to the people within our organisation is there are a lot of people who come from generational unemployment and a lot of people who come from disadvantage in our area. So they're used to supporting employees who come from those backgrounds, and the Aboriginal people that we get through who are coming from those backgrounds are no different, as they are no different to the people who are coming from skilled, educated positions.
My name's Jamie Williamson. I'm the Aboriginal Employment Consultant for the Department of Transport, Planning and Local Infrastructure, one of the new mega departments which were announced the other month. I've been asked to come along and talk about Aboriginal employment opportunities or Aboriginal employment officers, relationships and partnerships. through engagement, not just from government but also the private sector, making aware of the opportunities out there, has then started to grow aspirations, which in turn, down the track, which is a long-term investment, is being able to increase, well, within the infrastructure sector, for example, which has got low participation of Aboriginal people at the high
Community
level.
Health Service is a community health organisation. It's a small organisation of 200 staff. I think an annual budget of about 12 million. So we're a small organisation. Our primary role is primary health care and health promotion education. We provide a range of services from medical, dental through to allied counselling, drug and alcohol, gambling. We have a legal service and associated services.
It is something that has come about since 2008. The members within this working group are really passionate, and to see you all here today supporting our activities and our events is such a terrific thing. We know that by having your support here, it means that you have the same vested interest in improving Indigenous employment outcomes in the North, and that this is a really positive sign for VASCAL's community here today, who has kindly hosted us. For them to see all of you here today, you know, is a great thing as well. It feeds a lot of positivity back to the community that we're on the right track, we're progressing. Those fear factors that we talked about before are breaking down. We're breaking those things slowly down by being here today. And I just want to say a really special thank you to everybody